That's a little guy.
Yourself again. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? What's up? Pam, Lauren, Lynn, Spencer, what's happening? Allison Marie Armstrong. Have we got a show? How is everybody doing? Vax, how you doing? You were thinking of me. Why, thanks. I'm doing really good. Sean French, what's up? Spence, hey buddy. Yeah. What's happening? All right, well, we got some, just a couple of little Lorne songs real quick. They're very short. I'm going to play those real quick, and then we're going to get right to the meat and potatoes here. So, how you guys doing? Vex and Allison and Pam? Sean French? Spence? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's check this out. Let's see what, see what's going on here. Oh, that's not good. There we go.
Here's a story of a man named Lorne,
What's up?
who was horny for a 13-year-old girl. He got caught and he went to prison, and he was all alone. I still wonder, oh Lorne, but he's so careful, and he didn't even question.
That's good.
Maybe one day he'll make the big one. Till then we all know Lorne, that's the way we became a Lorne
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah, Wednesday.
It don't matter if it's disease.
Whoa. Well, that was quite quick, don't you think? All right. Well, let's go to. All right. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Mandy, Vex. I think I said hello, right? Renegade. So, what is new? This motherfucker's eating over here. We'll wait. We'll wait for you to finish.
What's happening? Hey, you can't hear me chewing, can you?
No. This is very interesting. Well, we might as well kick it off with the first piece of content we have here, right? I mean, what do you think? What do you think? Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So let's check this out, and we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Let me know what you guys... I don't know. I'm going to shut up. Here we go. Let's do this.
All right. I said I was going to make some messages for the street gangs.
Okay.
Naturally, like this, I can't call out to anybody in specific. Maniac Latin Disciples, Latin Kings, Cobras.
It's that ASMR stuff.
Do you know? I've never heard of the the Cobras before, but the Latin Disciple. I mean, you hear about these gangs all the time, but doesn't this guy look fake? He just doesn't look, and he actually sounds like a guy exactly to the T who I used to work with. Chicago accent, like you said, right? Something.
From there, the word will spread. That's enough. And I'm going to take to the streets and spread the word around. Seeing as I won't be able to use my phone.
What's up, Drew?
Alright. Now, I got a little story here. This is for the Maniac Latin Disciples. Number one. Alright, I've met with some of your chieftains in the past. And they were of the opinion I reminded them of Hitler. The way I carry myself or something. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that before I get started here.
Okay.
Now, once upon a time, there was a chief in the Maniac Latin Disciples. And he was wounded. And he was in a wheelchair for life then. And as the story goes, as it was told to me by some members of the Maniac Latin Disciples, this chieftain thought he heard the...
What is going on with this guy? Is this guy's dead serious? Oh my!
Yeah, he's the real McCoy brother.
That he is. Renegade, what's up? Dr. Cassandra, hello. I'm glad you guys are here to hang out. I tell you what, we're gonna keep them coming with these with this content we got, and yeah.
Devil speak to him one day.
I'm gonna shut up.
Him, you can walk again.
Hold on, let me back it up just a hair.
For life then.
Yeah, you're missing the meat and
Now,
potatoes,
once
brother.
upon a time, there was a chief in the Maniac Latin Disciples. And he was wounded. And he was in a wheelchair for life then. And as the story goes, as it was told to me by some members of the Maniac Latin Disciples, this chieftain thought he heard the devil speak to him one day. And he told him, you can walk again. I want you to do something for me. And as the story goes, the devil wanted this chieftain to kill 3 of his boys and give him some souls, and then he could walk again. So you know what happened? He did. He led 3 of his boys into a trap and smoked them himself, his own boys. And he got caught. And on top of that, he kept asking the devil why he couldn't walk yet. And then one day he heard the devil's voice tell him, I'm the devil and I lie. Ha 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 ha. Now, the question in my mind, did the devil really talk to him? Or somebody shit on my website, my brothers. The fry effect weapons, microwave hearing, it can beam voices into people's heads. Now,
He does have a very interesting voice. He, I don't know. He's telling this story, but he's got like this serious, thing going on. 1 second. I just wanted to hear the last, whatever he was saying about this. I'm going to go back like 10. I just got to hear this.
Or somebody shit on my website, my brothers.
Website there.
Fry effect weapons, microwave hearing, it can beam voices into people's heads. Now, some of the gangs already know what was done to me by these fuckers with the badges.
The badges?
So it ain't nothing new. So it's time you guys ask yourselves. Some of the gangs already know what was done to me by these fuckers with the badges. So it ain't nothing
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
new. So it's time you guys ask yourselves.
Tell me where that reference
Did
is
the devil
from.
talk to him? Or was it one of these fucking
Your mother?
assholes with these fry weapons fucking taking out one of the leaders of the MLBs?
The MLB.
And this ain't gonna be something limited just to the MLBs. This is just one little story I got to tell.
Oh, that's the Maniac Latin Disciples, right? The MLBs.
Yeah.
Allison, let me catch up here on the chat. I just want to make sure. Wow, you already upset somebody there, Mr. Ed. That's good though.
Whoops.
Yeah. Oops. Mandy, have a good night, Pam, if you're still listening. Mandy, how you doing? Drew? Renegade? Who is this guy? Well, these are just random people we've stumbled upon, on the internet. And, well,
Yeah.
maybe you can tell us, Ed.
Okay, well, the truth is we met at a... Should I really tell him?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of
We
a
met at a
graphic.
bathhouse on Dempster about a month ago. We've been going steady. Thinking about putting a ring on it.
Yeah? Do you really, at a bathhouse, huh?
No, the truth is I've been this fool for how long? 20 some years?
Wow. I think this is almost over, but... Right?
Just for those who don't know, I just mentioned something about Maniac Latin Disciples leader saying I reminded them of Hitler. I'm not talking about Adolf Hitler.
Is there
Maniac
another one?
Latin Disciples had a leader at one time that was known as Hitler. Just thought I'd clarify that.
Thank you. Wow. That is some...
Hey, listen, he's talking about microwave weapons. And I found a guy the other day who says that the government's using microwave weapons. They're like changing his head and changing his face.
Yeah.
They turned him into a clone of somebody else so they could frame him for murder. And he really believes it.
I don't get this AI crap you were telling me about. I have this buddy that's obsessed with it, and I don't understand it. He's like going on YouTube and getting in these big ass arguments with these random people on YouTube, and it's like you gotta chill with that, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. As far as I'm concerned, people on YouTube aren't real. No one on the internet is real. Everyone is just text on a screen, and most of them are robots.
So the internet and real life are just two different things, I suppose. Brucey Bruce, hello.
Yeah.
What's up, hardcore poetry?
You got to keep it separate.
Yes, you do.
Keep things in perspective. I mean, he'll sit there all day and just argue with random people that he doesn't know, he'll never meet. And I'm sure if he actually sat down with them in person, they'd probably get along, but just text on a screen? What is it? It's nothing.
Yeah. I guess so. Well, this Christopher guy, Christopher Gollier, the sugar daddy man. A Vice documentary, Allison? Really? Who's streaming with me? Well, maybe you should introduce yourself.
My name is Ed.
Okay, Ed. All right, well.
Hi.
He's Ed. Mr. Ed.
I'm Ed.
All right, well.
Mr. Ed.
Let's give this guy a try. I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuff. I never imagined that I would find this, you know. Charlie Zelenoff. Isn't that the one boxer guy that claimed he was like the greatest boxer in the world or something? And he would go around and he would ambush all these people. Like he would sucker punch, just, you know, he'd go up to people that are other boxers and he would just, have you heard of him, Ed?
No.
Dude, you gotta.
No, I mean, there's that Mayweather fight where Mayweather sucker punched homeboy after he got was like a headbutt or a low blow.
Okay, that's probably him then. It's probably him. He's really bizarre. He lives in like LA or something. We're gonna have to definitely check him out on this on some streams coming up. That's a good point there. I like it. I like that. Renegade. Hell yeah. All right, well. Let's move along
Show
here.
them the sugar daddy.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
All right. So I'm a sugar daddy right here in Battle Creek, Michigan. Sugar daddy. Looking for sugar babies in Battle Creek, Michigan. You gotta be over 18 and you can't be no older than 25.
Hey, pause it.
I did. Why?
Hey, so he's saying over 18 and under 25. I found out this dude's like 45 years old. All right, there you go.
Yeah, but that's just like that other guy. Who's that one guy that's he's kind of thick? He's got like a beer belly. But anyway, he claims that he's like in his 40s and he's basically says he has to be with somebody from 18 to 25 or something about telomeres or something like that. I don't remember the guys. There's who knows. Let's
What's
keep
he gonna do? Be like Elizabeth Bathory and try to extract the telomeres? And
he claims that like
I mean that those kind of determine how long your life is gonna be, right?
Yeah, and it has everything to do with like, you know, reproducing. And he claims like if you're with somebody or with a female over 25, I think, or maybe younger, that you're not supposed to have children. I don't know, but maybe this guy is the same kind of dude. I don't know. And this guy is dead serious again, right? Is this guy serious? I mean, how, or is he a troll? What do you guys think? I don't know. Sometimes I think some of these guys are, you know, just giant trolls, right? But we'll see. smoke that square.
Smoke a crew.
I'm a
What
sugar
you guys got
daddy
for you?
looking for sugar babies right here in Battle Creek, Michigan. Battle Creek.
Why does he keep doing
You gotta be
that?
at least 18. You gotta be at least 18, and you can't be no older than 25. See, when you're in the business, you ain't trying to hear what other people are saying. You try to, you're trying to run your own shit.
Mhm.
You own a business, you ain't gonna let people run your business. You gotta run. If you want to own a business, you gotta run this shit yourself. You ain't trying to hear what other people.
That's very true, I guess. What business does this
That is
guy?
very true.
Do you know? What does he do?
Yeah, I heard he was like CEO
Yeah, right.
of the trailer park.
Of selling crack. This is yeah, okay. Well, why not?
Unless it's people that unless it's the right kind of information
right,
you
Bruce.
need to hear and discuss with other
Facts.
business owners and shit like that.
ICP.
But I ain't with all that yapping and shit. But anyway, on another note, sugar daddy looking for sugar babies right here in Battle Creek, Michigan. You gotta be over 18, and you can't be no older than 25. I'm gonna drop my my IG in the bio, and
He's got a bio?
DM me, see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. He's got a bio, folks. What did I see about ICP? Are you talking about the band? Wait.
That's the only ICP I know of.
Right. The clown dudes. I never
Yeah.
was really into those guys. I've never even really listened to them, so I can't really say that, whatever, either way. But Paul,
Yo, the only ICP thing I've ever heard is they're like, cotton candy don't get wet until it's in your mouth. She told me, hey, cotton candy. That's the only one I know.
yeah, they make like those sort of over the top kind of songs that are just crazy, right? That is
Yeah, I guess so, man. I mean, they got a hell of a following, so you can't really knock them.
no, yeah, they
They're
do.
doing something right. That's for damn sure.
They do. I remember I think it was in middle school when I first heard of them, or maybe high school, but there was like this group of kids that were like diehard ICP fans, and they drank the Faygo, for some reason they had a thing with Faygo. I don't know what that was all about, but
I think it's because it's cheap.
probably, yeah. What's up, Paul? How you doing, buddy? What's going on? Life Troll. Is that the one? The guy that we sounds delightful, Vex. Anyway, let's what else is going on this fine evening? Man, I really want to go to the guy with, what is it, AI, whatever you were saying. What now? Can you please explain
Terminator guy.
Yeah, please explain to me
All right.
like the point.
Yeah, I'll explain it. So I found this dude totally random. He was doing a live stream, and when I pulled it up, he was standing there just deadpanning the camera, just talking about how there was circuitry put into his brain. He was shot apparently in the head by a sheriff with some sort of a poison dart, which started causing his face to change and stuff. And he's certain, and he says he has evidence that whatever was in that dart is some sort of a serum that changes your appearance into something else. And he thinks that he's basically put the puzzle together. He knows that who's involved, He knows that they're trying to frame him for murder, like I said, but he needs to look like the guy who actually committed the murder
Wait, he needs to look like the guy.
and sound like him. Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
And apparently the Hells Angels are involved along with the sheriffs.
It's in Canada, right?
I mean, it's he's in Canada, and it's just dude, it's just straight up Terminator. Just the way he talks, man. I mean, I could listen to this dude narrate a book, but it's really dry, and he kind of drones. I like it.
Yeah, it's like that thing that you put on your neck for people that have those trachs or whatever, trachea.
Oh shit, yo! I had a grandpa that used to have that.
No shit.
With the robot voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He was a sailor. He had one of those. Like he was in World War II. He had one of those things where like he would breathe in, but and then he would be like,
Uh-huh.
and then he'd be like, oh snap!
That's just
he was cool.
It's just awful. Awful.
Yeah, totally. But the other thing about this dude who thinks he's been cloned is like he's got like open wound here, an open wound on the other side, and an open wound on the back of his head. And he said that that's where they've been going in, and they're using microwave weapons on. It's like what homeboy, the MLD or MLB, whatever dude was talking about.
Yeah, the Maniac Latin Disciples, right?
Yeah, and apparently he talks about how they can like broadcast thoughts into your head to make you do things.
I don't think we've gotten there with technology quite yet, but who knows? The government, huh?
We haven't.
No. Well, who knows? Well,
listen, if we have gotten to that point, then everyone would just be complying, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't even really need laws because they just beam it into your head. And that's gospel.
Oh.
I mean, unless they want to drive everybody crazy.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's what he says that they're trying to do to him by broadcasting stuff into his head. They're trying to make him go nuts. Like he's hearing voices when he's really not. For all we know, he's got tumors or something. But he is, like I said, serious. As a heart attack.
Wow.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to remember. There was something about that. Like, no, there's people that have that, what is that, ASMR, where they can't be near cell phones or anything. It like gives them all these headaches and all this crap.
No, man, ASMR is like when they have those microphones and then like they crinkle bottles and shit. Oh, hey, that sugar daddy dude.
Yeah.
We gotta play more of him. Yeah, he started making those.
He started making
where they're like, and then I'm gonna whisper, and then you're gonna hear all this spit in my mouth. And then people love that stuff, man.
I know. It's crazy. What's up?
Yeah, but
man?
that's like his latest gimmick.
Wow. Brucey Bruce.
Word.
No, he's not talking about the old Lorne. We haven't got to this guy, but we'll go ahead and I guess play. I got it to like 17 minutes in because like in the beginning of the video, he's just thanking random people. It's really weird, but okay. I mean, we'll give it a try. And by the way, somebody was talking, Alex Jahans. We'll have to look into that for sure. And as always, if you guys have a lol cow or something, whatever it is, go ahead and email me.
Hey, and if any of y'all got evidence for these weapons or know where to get them, please let us know.
Weapons, huh? Of mass stupidity.
Yeah, like microwave weapons. Like what they're talking about happened to those people in Cuba.
Wow.
You heard about that, right?
Yeah, that noise, right? they started having
Like,
headaches.
yeah,
I can't remember the name.
yeah.
Yeah, that was. I've seen a couple videos on that. Very interesting stuff.
Now that's real. Those are
Yeah.
real.
Oh yeah, that happened. That was no bull.
But I mean, the
Wow.
broadcasting thoughts thing, you got to think about it though. It's like, I don't know how many of y'all are old enough where you remember going online with a modem and it goes doo 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 doo. Think about it like that, where if they're broadcasting like microwaves and shit into your head, once they get the fucking thing right, who knows?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know either, but they would be sweet if they could make you put on like 50 pounds of muscle overnight. Just
right. That would be awesome. So
yeah, or like if you committed some sort of crime and robbed a bank, you could just make yourself innocent. You know, send somebody over to the juror's house or wherever they're staying, the hotel, and just blast them with, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's innocent. This is a great guy."
well, actually, that it's funny you say that because I always had an idea for a music video back when I was in the band, and I had this idea where it would be like a Halloween show we're playing, and we would have like stunt doubles, and that would play our parts. We would leave, go rob a bank, and it would show us doing all this. That way there we have an alibi. And then by the end of the video, we come back into the venue, we jump on stage and start playing, and we just start throwing the money in the audience. I guess maybe it's a stupid idea, but I don't know, whatever. Let's just go ahead and start this this fine gentleman here, and we'll see what happens. I hope you guys are all doing well in the chat. Renegade's got some beer. Paul, what's up? Bruce, good to see you. Allison, all right. Well, here we go. Let's give it a shot.
This is how OPP frame their victims. This is how they traffic their victims, and this is how they murder their victims. This is how they get revenge on their victims. And like I said, if I share any DNA with any of you bastards that are involved, there is going to be serious consequences. And for some reason right now, I'm also doing this. And there was a guy here in Napanee that was recently went around and he was charged for smashing people in heads with hammers. I wonder if he's still in jail because him and Tyler Lake were pretty close to and crystal meth together. So
Crystal meth?
my identity theft is done. All these different people fucking broadcasting through me on each side.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, these people are Satanists. As I sit here, they are Satanists.
It's sad that I have to do that. It truly is. So, right now I'm getting air pumped through my head. My head's been flattened. It's been rounded out. It's been elongated. It's been shortened.
This stuff's kind of scares the shit out of me. It's really strange. You know what I mean? Lauren Identity, what's up, man? How have you been? Long time. No talk or whatever. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. We're just, hanging out. Let's see where this story goes, I guess.
I don't even have any control over my damn eyes anymore. So I was sold for homicide through these pieces of shit for revenge retaliation. This way they get an identity theft. I get framed and taken as a sex offender, pedophile piece of shit named Blair Hardy and William Aldridge. I also have prisoner tracking on me from them and the remote neural monitoring to read as them. Excuse me, and I will not be proven wrong on that. OPP are domestic terrorism. And taken as a sex offender.
Whoa, dude. Was that a simulation? Oh, man. man, that was hefty. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh man. That's
Sorry,
great.
Clark.
See, what am I doing here? Hold on.
God damn, that was a tremendous burp, man.
Right?
That was some Rick and Morty level shit. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
Lord. It's like,
Profession now.
Everyone, Satan is good. Satan is our pal.
I mean, you know, it's that's I think I rewound it a little bit so we can hear that again. But that was very unexpected from our do you know this guy's name, like first name? I don't need to know like everything about the guy, but I don't really know his first name.
No, I mean I can find out.
Okay. Yeah, no, that wasn't me. I've never had a burp like that, I don't think, in my entire life.
No, it was brutal, man. He needs to join a death metal band.
No shit. This guy would be great in a band, actually, with his story. Like, you could write a whole record on this stuff. Well,
No, he needs to make a movie. This is a perfect movie.
yeah, you're right.
And you know, the twist is it's actually real, where he's actually trying to warn the world right now about what's happening, that they're starting to do this on a mass scale, and everybody laughs at him because we're all primed to think, well, you're off your rocker, brother. Look at you. Just, you look crazy. You're talking crazy. But what if it's actually true?
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, me too. But it's still entertaining to think about, you know?
Yeah, I guess. It's like, you know, aliens or some shiza. Renegade?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. I want to hear that one more time. I almost want to like slow it down. Let's get a good. I want to hear that. Let's see.
Offender, pedophile, piece of shit named Blair Hardy and William Wooldridge. I also have prisoner tracking on me from them, and the remote neural monitoring to read as them.
Oh,
Excuse me, and I will not be proven wrong on that. OPP are guilty of domestic terrorism. In this way, they get an identity theft. I get framed and
I gotta get better
taken
at the
as a
sex
sex offender, pedophile, piece of shit.
I just wanted to hear it slowed down
named
once, and then we're.
Hardy and William
Hey, brother,
Wooldridge.
isolate the burp so you can use it
I
later.
also have prisoner tracking on me from them, and the remote neural monitoring to read as them.
Look at his face.
Excuse me, and I will not be proven wrong on
I mean,
that. Excuse me, and I will not be proven wrong on that.
I mean, what the hell?
OPP are guilty of domestic terrorism. Lennox and Addington County General Hospital doctors are guilty of aiding in domestic terrorism. They're guilty of human rights violations, medical rights violations under the universal human rights. I know they do not exist, but under universal human rights, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police are guilty of slavery under Section 4 and 5 of the Universal Human Rights. They've taken my legal rights, they've taken my human rights to prevent any help. And like I said, I am the end of my bloodline. I'm pretty much being turned into a fucking AI robot. I just wish this all could be proven. I wish I had somebody with me. So.
Wow. This guy is like hardcore. It's gotta be making this shit up. He's trolling everybody. Look at that hat.
This is an old hat that I used to wear around. It's all ripped up now. And everything. But it's still one of my favorite hats. Anyway, Blair Hardy, you are an obsessed piece of shit, goof. I'm not even having control over my eyes.
I wonder who Blair Hardy is. Do you know? No, you don't know.
Maybe he designed the hat.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Drew and Allison? Yeah, right? Drew? Oh, man. Lauren's Plywood Door. Hello, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, that was a hell of a belch. I'm definitely going to isolate that for sure. That's going to be a sound effect. You best believe.
Hey, you should make that. You should make that the sound when you get a text message.
No. No. Okay, let's get going.
Oh my god, that's the best burp I ever heard in my life.
It is. It's really good. He's got me beat.
As I'm doing this either. You are an obsessed piece of shit, goof. You are nothing but a lowlife.
What?
This is how bloodlines get murdered through the police. This is how they go about ending bloodlines in Napanee. Conveniently, all of this is legal here, and I have been proving it for the course of 3 years. So if I do happen to go to the hospital and anything happens to me, it will prove more that this is about covering up and preventing me help to finish this. I've proven my true identity. I've said this was going to happen over the course of 3 years. I spoke up and said what was happening to my mother as well that fell on deaf ears that nobody cared about or was believing, no matter how much I could prove anything. And as a result, my mother was given cancer from the R&M and it took her life back in 2022. Compliments of Blair Hardy, compliments of William Wooldridge, and the ones doing this to me, using the remote neuro monitoring on me, passing it around in hopes to mentally fuck me up, to turn me into a OPP surveillance.
You down with OPP?
I have stuff going through my body right now. I have something going through the back of my head.
The back of his head? What is in the back of his head?
Wires, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, why don't we just cut all this flight crap, all right? What's the weird
I don't
goddamn noise you got coming out of here all the time?
I think that we should go.
What have you got in the cellar here, Klopek?
I wonder what this guy's got in his cellar. You know?
Look, I can tell you this much. The dude has, like I said, the holes in his head. He says he feels it. He's probably rooting around trying to find it.
I don't know. I really don't know, but we'll go for a little bit longer here, and then we might
I no
switch
longer
because
look like my dad. You've taken that away from me. You're destroying my fucking bloodline. You're murdering. You murdered a bloodline. You are true filth fucking garbage. And you are lucky that I cannot get any MRIs or brainwave scans or go to a neurologist or get any help like that. Or anything to prove the internal damages to my lungs and my kidneys, which you screwed. Conveniently, I was kicked out for no reason by Paladin Security, causing me serious damage. And that was done to prevent me help, to buy time, storming out like Superman, telling me that nobody's gonna see me and to get the fuck out of the hospital. And that's right. For no reason. I go in to register and was told to sit down, wait for triage, and he comes storming out. I'm fine. And that day, that caused me a lot of problems because I was there for reasons that I was not being obviously taken serious for. So yes, Lennox and Edmonton County General Hospital, Paladin Security, You were also aiding in murder. You were guilty of being accessories to homicide for inmates, for OPP police, for revenge retaliation. And the doctors, they had to cover up. Luckily, Stacy and Tatiana are girlfriends, and she has her to medically blacklist her victims to help falsify files on them.
But really, he does look normal to me. I don't know. Like, he looks like a guy, if you were like an electrician or a carpenter, something. Like he's in the trades or something. But Paul, yeah, we got Ed. That's
Hi, I'm Ed.
Ed Sharp. He's very talented gentleman.
Yeah, everyone, come check me out at the truck stop.
Bathhouse. Just understand that, right?
Playing
Evil.
howdy doody at the glory hole.
Evil.
Weekends only, gentlemen.
Evil little McNuggets.
One at a time.
What's up? The guy at the lumberyard. You're right, Tim. You are right. I think.
So be careful at Lenox and Addington General Hospital. If you've not been to a doctor or hospital in a long time, be very, very careful. You just might get a falsified file started on you, and you just might become a victim. I hope you're having fun, Tyler Lake and Jabin Alstein, and rest of you pieces of shit garbage. You were all guilty of fucking murder, and you're lucky that OPP cannot touch you. You are lucky that no police in Ontario can touch you. You ask for help from other cops, and you'll be told to go fuck yourself. In no uncertain terms, because it involves Spencer Mills, a serial killing cop. Serial killer 14716. Yes, you are a serial killer. I believe that 100%. And there's OPP still associated with Russell Williams to this day. Stacy and Shelley Hafner are pretty much the
You guys should go ahead and do a little research and find out who Russell Williams is, maybe. But Evil, we're doing good. I'm doing well. Yeah.
See, the thing is about this guy is he's got all these names and he's saying all this stuff about all these people. Is he just taking the time to invent this in his head? Or what if he's actually got something? What if he knows something? He probably doesn't. I mean, he's probably nuts, but I like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like what motivates somebody to make a video like this? I mean, did he send it to anybody?
He's got a whole bunch.
Oh my God.
And like no views. And he's like really just trying to warn everyone as to what is happening.
The rapture. The end is near.
Hey, that's a whole nother rabbit hole, man. There's a community of people that all they do is like talk about how they have dreams of the rapture. And then they get each other all worked up about what's about to happen with the rapture.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, it's just ramblings of a lunatic, Paul. You're right about that. And he probably does need medicine. I'm not sure, but go a little bit longer here. And
Carla Homolka, the ones that kidnap their victims, the ones that traffic their victims and have them murdered by these bastards.
I'm gonna go just
not having to answer for nothing.
A little bit longer, not long.
You chose
couple
the
minutes.
right professions: police, doctors, mental health workers, to manipulate your victims, using tech on people. You fucking pieces of shit. You are garbage. And you are guilty of murder. Spencer Mills 14716. You are guilty of murder. Premeditated, conspired with intent in the first degree for revenge retaliation. Ex-chief I believe he is now one of the high commissioners. Very dangerous around children. You are guilty of murder. You are guilty of attempted murder.
Wow. I'm not sure.
I'm probably not the only one putting. What the fuck did
Custard,
you
what's
shoot
up?
in my ear anyway? Is that how you get your? Is that how you collect your children? You cause brain injuries in them, and then you traffic them. Is that how you're getting your victims? Is whatever you had shot in my fucking ear that you're having covered up?
Is this how you get your
for 3
jollies
years
off?
doing this to me in hopes to mentally screw me up so you get out of criminal civil lawsuits as well.
Hmm.
You need to pay a lot of money, OPP, for what you've done to me illegally, for me speaking up and trying to save lives against you. And that's exactly what this is about.
He's
I have
Canadian.
no criminal record or history. That lie's been cast against me. I was only charged by the hospital and the doctor, or by the hospital doctors and by
Wait a
OPP
minute.
to
Don't they
deflect their crimes on
Don't they have free healthcare in Canada? Is anybody in Canada right now?
me in that attempt to give me a record so they could get my pictures, my prints, my signatures, along with my blood and piss that they
Hey,
had for
listen.
this identity theft, the forgeries, the framings, the frauds.
Yeah.
So I've actually spoken with this dude.
No, you have not. What
Yeah,
did you say?
I watched this video that we're watching right now was the first thing that I saw. I was watching him live stream it.
Okay.
And the only person watching it was me. And I didn't interact with him. But then after the stream, I went and I watched a whole bunch of other videos of his. And I mean, it's a rabbit hole. Because I know that there's the clone people. I'm sure some of you all have heard about the clone people where they got a little community too.
The clone people. I really got to catch up on this shit.
So there's a whole group of people who think that they're clones. In fact, there was one dude who thought that he was a clone because another person said that he was a clone, and he started believing it. And apparently he killed a bunch of people because he thought he was a clone, and he thought it was like a government conspiracy or something like that.
Where did this happen at? Do you know?
YouTube, brother.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is a dumb question, actually. Who cares?
But you know what? We know somebody who does.
That's right. Oh, boy.
Yes, indeed.
Good old Durrell.
Don't want to get crazy.
No shit. Well, I mean, we can, what do you, well, let me see one thing here, because.
Hey, we should,
yeah. What do you want to see? What, well, we got the, what's this? This Evanescence cover? I don't even think well, yeah, I can play it for sure, right? You know, the guy.
The Canadian 2000s new metal people group, whatever.
Yeah, well, there's this guy, and well, let's just say he likes to play dress up quite a bit. And I don't know, I saw this.
Got class and style.
Yeah. I mean, I saw this video and I just thought that's cool, I guess. But I don't know how good it is, really, because 232. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and check this. Why not, right? I'll do it.
Do you really want to hurt me?
All right, well, here we go, right?
All right, guys, I am going to sing another cover. This is the last one in the Marco set, and then I'm going to go on to Melina. I think I'm going to do the Supergirl outfit again or something, a nice dress. I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly, but Melina's going to have fun, okay? She's going to enjoy you guys tonight. So I'm going to do Bring Me to Life, originally from Evanescence cover. Totally enjoy it.
Wow. It's going to be good.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading me down into my core,
Is
where
this?
I become so numb.
I mean,
without
do you think YouTube's gonna pick up on? I don't think he's really matching the vocals well enough. I don't know.
a soul,
I just
This is bad, dude.
I can't handle this. I'm sorry. I really failed on this one, huh? That's enough of
Yeah,
that.
press stop, man.
That's enough of that shit. What is this
Fucking
one?
sadist.
Oh yeah, we got this. Well, there's always Chris Goliar or whatever you call him. I think everybody.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah, the sugar daddy guy. You know, he's got some subscribers. You know, 292. He's on his way. Yeah, 80s Grill. That was. I'm sorry, everybody. I want to apologize for that. You know. Malacross 21. Oh yeah, Cyrax. How's he doing? Is he what's he been up to? I know Mr. Based, you know, he's doing it every night with that guy, huh? Hanging out. All right. Well, I don't know what this one is either, but why not? It's not long. It's only a minute and 50 seconds. So, well, I don't know if this one was from the beginning, but it's not at the beginning. But let's start it at the beginning. Here we go. Why not? Yeah.
Are you people in Battle Creek?
Not again.
Are you spiritually? Are y'all spiritually
Not again.
retarded? I mean, come on. God made Adam.
Would you look at that face? Look at this face. Does he look like a trustworthy guy to you? I don't know.
I'd hire him.
I mean, he's really, you know, I'm a sugar daddy looking for a sugar baby, you know? Whatever. Let's just, yeah.
And he made Eve so Adam wouldn't be lonely. How do you
Wait, what?
God made Adam, and he made Eve so Adam wouldn't be lonely. How do you think us humans were made? Be fruitful and multiply.
What?
The male penis in God's realm is meant for the woman vagina.
It is? I did not know
so.
that.
Now, I'm a grown male. I like sex. I haven't had sex in 17 years.
Oh,
I've been
Jesus.
trying to get a date with a black woman for the last 2 years. Ain't happened.
I wonder why.
I don't think it's. I think people just don't like the fact that God's people don't completely. God's people, humans, don't agree with bisexual shit. Like I said, I'm a male of God. I don't do that faggot shit. That gay
Oh, my
shit.
God.
I don't mind lesbians, they woman. But you know what I'm saying? The male penis
Oh,
is
Jesus.
meant for the female vagina.
Hold on, I gotta get something to write on so I don't forget that.
These motherfuckers are weird, man.
Yeah, you're
Why
not.
can't I have a black date?
What?
I mean, come on. Who gives a shit if they're lesbian?
There's no way this is real, dude. I don't believe it for a second.
Brother, it's real.
Come on, man.
It's real.
You gotta be kidding. Now I'm all interested in this guy. I don't even really know him. But
It's I think the thing that's fascinating about him is how unself-aware he is. of himself.
yeah. Yeah, it's really strange. I
But
don't.
like he goes on and he's like flashing money and stuff like that. But he lives in like a cinder block room that he painted neon green, the whole inside.
He painted his room neon green.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just
Look at any
screwing
of
with
his
you.
newer videos, man. But I mean, you know, be careful though, because a lot of them have copyrighted music.
Right. I know. What can you do? What can you do? That's what you know, I always wanted to watch like the Charlie Manson interviews, but I don't know what the rules are. I guess it doesn't matter as long as you pause it, man. God, I want to watch
Well,
that
as
so
long as
bad.
it's for journalistic purposes.
Yeah.
I'm a journalist. You
Yeah,
can't
I don't
prove that
really
I'm not.
care, but I just don't want to get, you know, yanked down, you know, right? Okay, let me just say hello here. Custard, what's up? 80s girl, how you been? Welcome. Hope you guys are all doing well. And it's good to be back streaming and, you know, all that stuff. Renegade. Cool. Have a little hangout session here. Man, I'm sorry, I'm going for it though. I'm going for it. Here we go. I'm gonna look, hold on. Because I always think it just, people like this fascinate me, you know what I mean? Like the way
Everyone loves a train wreck.
yeah, I guess. But what's weird, it didn't Manson have like a really high IQ? Or I swear somebody said that. I heard sometime. I don't know. You know.
I don't know. I don't think IQ is like a what you call it. See, I'm so dumb I can't even think of the name. I don't think it's actually a good way to measure intelligence. At least that's what I heard.
I don't know. I've never taken one, so. And it probably isn't, but
I've taken one.
Really?
No, I've taken one. Yeah, it takes like the one that I took. It took like a half a day. Yeah.
Why did you have to do that?
Because like I was forgetting things, and I thought that there was something wrong because all the times I got jumped. There was that one time where the dude tried to kill me with the brick.
Oh man, yeah.
So I thought I had like CTE or something like that.
How old were you when that happened?
When the dude tried to kill me?
Yeah.
Like 13?
Wasn't that
12 or 13?
Yeah, that was behind Albertsons. The old one.
Jewel.
Yeah. They what did they call that place? There was a name, wasn't it? Like I don't know.
Devil's Hill?
Devil's Hill? Yeah, I don't know. You know, you go there,
man.
go there, ride your bikes. Well, this is a clip. It's only 7 minutes. Maybe it's the best of the best. We're gonna give it a try here. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more you know, Manson.
Is Charlie Manson crazy?
Well, whatever that means. Sure, he's crazy as mad as a hatter. What difference does it make? You know, a long time ago, being crazy meant something. Nowadays, everybody's crazy.
Manson is sort of a showman, like when he tried to, as
He's got a point.
take me to a higher level.
What?
Or when I again asked him to define his
Custard.
unique charm.
Good to see you,
What do
man.
you think it is about you that makes people
Kalima.
want to be a part of whatever it is you're a part of?
God, I want to do that.
I'm brand new. Everything I do is always brand new. I'm
You know
on
what?
the premise of reality.
80s
I walk
girl, you're right.
A real road. I'm a real person inside.
Hold on one second. I know which one. I'm gonna put that on 80s girl because you know, wait a minute. What the? Oh, okay. Because that one's really good. I saw it too. Good old Geraldo. Where Tom? Oh, okay.
You're gonna play the Geraldo where he got hit over the chair or hit over the head with a chair?
Well, yeah, because Geraldo was like basically, trying to punk him or whatever you want to call it. Like, what are you gonna do, man? It's really bizarre. Oh, you know what's
That's the
weird?
worst thing you can do
To who?
to anyone.
No, Charlie.
I mean, that's like showing a gun without, being willing to use it.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I searched this, guess another Charlie showed up by the name of Sheen.
Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, it was the clip of him in his living room, smoking a cigarette and telling people that he had tiger blood,
Yeah.
I forgot about
Tiger
that.
blood.
Okay, well,
I feel bad for that guy.
Charlie Sheen? Why do
Yeah.
you feel bad for him?
Because, I mean, you have everything and then you destroy it. There's something poetic about that. And I would love to see, like, Quentin Tarantino put his ass in a movie and then just John Travolta that motherfucker.
Well, here we go.
On a point till we get our heads together, man. Here, let me stop that until we get our heads together.
Here, let me ask you this. Let me ask you.
Here's some stuff that I've written down that I want to forward to you, then we can reflect it back.
Okay.
Wow.
So you dig what I'm saying? Crime factories are buying and selling crime.
What is a crime factory?
A crime factory is this fucking thing. Here, this is a crime. This is where we create our crime. This is a crime factory.
A crime factory?
For jobs and profit. We could stop the crime.
How?
By stop buying and selling it. If as long as we're selling it, it's going to be there.
What about, let me ask you this question. How do you stay in touch with the world outside the prison to know this?
I'm thinking the world outside the prison. The judge represents me. I stand in the courtroom. The judge represents me. The lawyer represents me. The attorney general represents me. They represent me. The whole thing represents me.
Why are there 20,000?
I'm gonna fast forward a bit.
Here, wait. Wait, does he actually
Yeah, try it. Test, say something, Sean. 1, 2.
Oh, come on there, Charlie.
It's been written,
You should have met Hitler. You two would have gotten along great.
There we go.
I am all that.
Well, you are that, right?
Sure.
You love Hitler.
No, I don't love him or hate him.
Hitler and you could like fraternity brothers.
Hitler was trying to put order
They're
in the
half
world.
brothers, Custard.
Right.
You know that.
That's it.
See, that's another thing.
What?
If you're not willing to die for something, then you're not willing to kill for something. If a soldier...
I like that little clip right there. 80s girl, good call, by the way. Yeah, the Beatles. Why don't we do it in the road, right? That was Helter... No, that's not Helter Skelter, but from the White Album. Helter Skelter, that is real, man, what a badass song. That was a really great record, the White Album. There's a lot of good songs on there. And they say that Helter Skelter, of course, was, one of the first sort of heavy metal songs. But, I mean, it really wasn't. But I think the story was Paul McCartney, he was hearing like other bands like Zeppelin and all these other bands that were playing really heavy. And so he wanted to sort of match that. And I guess that's what he came up with. That's the story. So
White Zombie covered it.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Helter Skelter, huh?
No.
Well, maybe Charlie will enlighten us.
Soldier puts his life on the line, he's willing to die for what he believes in, then that gives him the dispensation from God to take life.
Never heard of him.
Believes in.
You believe that?
I don't believe it, that's the way it is.
You believe that you are divinely inspired to take a life? I mean, I don't
See, you're implying that now. You're implying that I'm thinking something like that. I'm not thinking anything like that. That's what you're thinking I'm thinking. And that's in your head, not mine.
Blackbird singing in the
I
dead
wanna know
of night.
how you feel about the fact that you were the stuff of a nation's nightmare for years. You were the personification of everything evil, everything rotten in this country.
Yeah, you dumped it all off on me. I was your goat.
We believe in sin.
Jerry Rubin, A.B. Hoffman didn't do a day. But they were the ones that were saying, raise up and kill your mom and dad, kids.
They weren't saying that.
Don't tell me you didn't take an M16 in Chicago 7 and jump up and tell the kids to go kill their moms and dads.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did. I read it in the paper.
Oh,
You
boy.
read the paper? You see what I'm saying? If you want to read me in the paper, then I got to read
Remember
you
when you
back.
could trust the paper?
Yeah, no discrepancies. Man, 80s girl, you what a guy, huh? I saw an interview
What a
actually
guy.
of his son, Charlie Manson's real son. I felt bad for him, you know. He just, I mean, he was like, didn't he have kids with like multiple women? All those brainwashed women that was living there at the ranch. Something. I don't know. Didn't Charlie marry some 25-year-old woman? Yeah, he did get married in prison, I guess. It's so weird. Who would do that? I can't even
Hey,
get
you know,
married
there's
and I'm
someone
a
for
free
everyone.
man.
In the paper, see?
Charlie.
You know, but same with A.B. Hoffman,
Charlie,
same with all the guys. They didn't do it. Elridge Cleaver,
Charlie.
Huey Newton, they didn't do no time in jail. I got stuck with it.
You get stuck with it because you left a trail of dead bodies.
I didn't leave a trail.
I didn't do that.
Stop bullshitting me.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. You say.
I don't say.
I am what you think.
I know
And
what
that is in your mind. That's not reality.
What is
That's only reality in your mind.
Reality is you're a prison trustee.
No.
Good guy.
Reality
Get along.
is-
Why did the prisoners try to kill you a couple years ago? Why did they try to kill you a couple
Reality
years ago?
is-
Why did they try to kill your ass a couple years ago?
That doesn't cut nothing.
Why
You're
did they
making
do
an ass out of yourself just like Snyder
Don't
did.
tell me that.
Just like Tom Snyder did.
Tom
You
Snyder.
without a job.
I already been there.
Yeah. You see what I'm
Why
saying?
did they try and kill you?
In other words, man,
Charlie, answer my
they
question.
didn't want to try to kill me.
What, didn't they spray you with lighter fluid?
They've been trying to kill me for 20 years. They haven't been able to do it yet. Would you like to try?
One sec.
Would I?
Yeah.
If it was my relatives you killed, I would.
Now,
What?
we'll say that I am all these
Holy
things that you
shit,
think I
this
am.
is an hour long?
Wouldn't that be more fearful than letting me try to be a nice guy? Would you want to make me into those things? Would you want me to? Do you need someone like that in your world? That's your judgment now. The judgment you're making on this mirror, man, you got to carry. You want to make me a terrible, violent, no good, so-and-so, and rule around? When actually, in reality, I'm a deadhead, man. I've been dead since 1951.
How'd you die?
I died in the penitentiary in solitary confinement. Didn't you understand? I've been in jail since I was 9 years old. I got nothing in my mind. There's nothing in there. I just go, oh, yeah. Oh, you did that? Oh, well, is that right? You did that by yourself. I learned a long time ago. You can't never tell nobody nothing. And you can't judge nobody else. There's only one person you can judge. I judge me. You have to judge you. I've sat in that cell 18 years. If you sat in that cell 2 weeks, you'd be banging your head on the wall.
You're right.
Yeah. You know, so you come and live with yourself in a little old square box for 18 years with everybody getting down on you. And they haven't touched me, man, because I know what I did. I don't break laws. I make laws. I'm the lawmaker. I'm the one that lays the track down.
Oh, man.
They drive the train. I lay the track. I make the laws. If I take this chair and I knock that light down, I'll make a whole new procedure with it. I make the laws from here.
Yes.
Hey, I got a question.
This is me. Nixon was on the plate.
Yeah, what is
What are the
that?
odds he's just putting this on?
Of course he's putting it on. He knows.
I mean, like, just for the like it's like an act.
Yeah, he is. I can guarantee it. He knows what the hell he's doing. You know, he's just acting. I think he did all this to be to be famous. He was
He's
jealous
just trying to.
of the Beatles.
Hey, man, that's like that Jeffrey Dahmer thing, dude.
Yeah, that was good. Oh my God, did you guys watch that? That was a really good series. It was very creepy at the same time. Man.
Yeah.
That actor that played him nailed it though. I mean, You know, I thought, what's that guy's name? Jeremy Renner
Even-
played him in the movie. You remember the movie?
Mm-mm.
You never saw Dahmer, the movie? It had Jeremy Renner in it, and he did a really good job playing the part. He's one of those like underrated sort of actors. He's pretty good. He was in a lot of movies. He was in that Iraq War movie.
Hey, yo, we actually bumped into Dahmer because he used to live right next to where they had the Wisconsin State Fair in Milwaukee.
Right.
Yeah, we were there one year, and one of the people I was with got really wasted, was falling over, and yeah, bumped right into the motherfucker.
Wow. Well, I remember.
Dude, I was a little kid,
Mm.
but then the news broke, and everybody remembered him because my uncle spilled beer all over him.
So in the show, was that the same, you know, the fair? Remember that in the show? And he got arrested for exposing himself or whatever. You know, I remember, you know, from the show. I don't know. But he in the show where he murdered the guy in the hotel room, that was the Ambassador Hotel in Milwaukee. Now, where that hotel,
I've been there.
Yeah, that hotel is kitty corner from the rave.
Yeah.
And when we used to play
We
there
stayed
all the time,
I think we saw Guar. And then, yeah, we saw Guar, and then we stayed at that hotel, man. It was dope. We ordered pizza and passed out before it got delivered.
wow.
We paid for it already though, so they left it at the door. We had it for breakfast.
When was this? Like, how old were you?
I don't know. Well, it was before Odorous Orungus died.
Okay. They always played the rave
Whenever that
because they used to play Chicago, and they did this interview, and the guy's like, you know, how come you guys don't play Chicago anymore? You know, you're always doing Milwaukee, because they played every year on Halloween. And the guy in the band, I want to say he's the guitar player, he's just like, he just yanks the mic out of the interviewer's hand. And then he's like, because we get paid more money, and like throwing shit. Those guys are crazy, man. But have I ever? No, I've never seen Guar.
You've never seen Guar?
No, that's one of those bands I just never saw. Because they played every year on Halloween. That was the rule.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I mean, like, you get spoiled going to shows and shit. Like
Pabst Blue Ribbon, hell yeah, you know, the beer. We got really good beer in the Midwest. You know,
Pabst Blue Ribbon is good beer.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't drink beer.
I mean, I wasn't really a Pabst drinker, but I mean, I didn't mind drinking it. But that's Milwaukee. What?
No. There's that who is that? That's Allison Marie. Yeah. Hey, have you guys been to that secret bar?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. What was the name of it, though?
I don't know. It's getting a little bit insider now.
Okay.
I mean, I want to tell a story, but I don't want to.
Uh-oh. What are you talking about?
Nah, I can wait.
You son of a bee.
It's good though. It's good. Yeah.
I influence.
Well, you think about it and you let us know.
Do you feel sad?
Bud Light.
Sad.
Do you feel sorrow for their relatives?
What you can't understand, Mr. G, is that I have been raised up in a different world than you've been raised up.
Iowa.
I've been raised up in the penitentiary.
I used to play in Iowa all the time.
There's no sorrow or remorse in the penitentiary. You come to the cell and you
In
go
Des
in and you find
Moines.
Jesus or you don't. You either find Jesus or you run with the devil.
Don't you think Jesus would be appalled that you were invoking his name?
I didn't invoke any name. They put that on me. The Spirit laid that over on my track. They said I was Krishna Vinta. Krishna Vinta died in Box Canyon in 1949, and they put that cult over on me. That was a cult that was in Box Canyon in 1949 when I was in reform school, 20 years before I even grew up. They put that guy on me and said that I called myself, and I stood up on the cross and I did that. I didn't do all that. That wasn't me. I ran with a vato named Jesus. He spelled his name Jesus. He was Panamanian. He did.
Jesus.
We called him Zero. And they said that was me because they hooked it on me and said, we're looking for Jesus. The cops made a joke about it. We're looking for Jesus. And they said, are you Jesus? I said, no, my name's Manson. They said, oh, that's what we thought. Manson, son of man, you're him. I said, him. And then they made a joke out of it, you know. Then when they put me in for arson, for burning up them tractors out there and trying to put the water back on the ground, they come back on me like I had been calling myself Jesus or something, you know.
And that's where it comes from?
I thought he did call himself Jesus.
1960.
Wait. Did he just? I'm a little bit slow. Did he just say that he burned some trailers or something, but they were looking for a dude named Jesus?
Yeah, but then he said that his name was Jesus. So he says.
Yeah. So the cops were trying to blame the Mexican guy.
The Mexican guy. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus is a yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he was Panamanian.
Oh.
That's racist, man.
Panama. The Bible. What you talking about, Renegade? Rage filled. What's happening? Sorry, I forgot to switch back to the old,
For being Jesus Christ in one courtroom, and then then in the other courtroom you convicted me for
Jesus
being the
Christ
devil.
in one
now,
courtroom.
if you believe in your own courtrooms, you convicted me for being the father of this country. You convicted me for being the motivating force behind your children, and some of them I only know. Yeah, and I only know. I only knew Linda Kasabian. I seen her 3 times in my life, maybe 2 minutes in my whole life. I seen it, broad. She come up to the ranch for about a week, and she said, "Hey, my name is Linda." I said, "Oh, Linda." She said, "Can I stay here?" I said, "Can you stay here?" She said, "I'd like to live at the ranch." I said, "I'd like to live at the ranch." She said, "Well, can I stay here?" I said, "Can I fuck you?" She says, "Yeah." And I put my hand up her dress, and I said, "Yeah, okay, you can stay around." And the biggest thought in my head was getting at her body. I wasn't thinking about sending her down to be no truth about saving nothing or stopping nothing. Don't you remember the song I wrote about garbage dump?
Let's hear it.
Oh, garbage dump, my garbage dump. You could feed the world with my garbage dump. Garbage dump, my garbage dump. That sums it up in one big lump. Market basket, A&P. I don't care if the box boy stares at me. I don't even care who wins the war. I'll be in the cans behind my favorite store. Oh, garbage dump. I'm a hobo, man. I'm a hobo. I just fell out of the penitentiary. I hadn't been out of jail long enough to do anything. I had a motorcycle, a guitar, and a sleeping bag, and a bunch of broads following me around talking about I was Jesus.
Thought he was a
And when
beatnik.
these people broke their words,
Hey yo,
they said
Stove the hobo
I'm
and
talking about
shoestring.
Melcher.
That's the
When he
best.
broke his word, he didn't do what he said he was going to do. When Lino Variante got
yeah, I've
stabbed
seen
all up
him.
and all that gold and all that stuff was laying all around, the little black phone book
seen
from New
Stove
York,
the hobo?
list was gone. That came off the
Yeah,
top of another
shoestring.
penitentiary in Leavenworth, Kansas. They come off the top of that poker game
Yeah,
over there in the
shoestring
back,
is
over
dope,
with
but
the
Stove
divorce
is
course
awesome,
running
man.
down through Denver and all that. In other words, there's a lot more to this road than you see.
Well, you know, where I
His
come
videos
from,
are awesome though.
the guys with guts, they do it themselves.
He died?
Come on, man.
They don't.
Why you gotta have? Why you feel the need? Why you feel the need to get down on me? Is that gonna make you look
Did
any
not
bigger?
know that.
What if I just jumped on you and beat the dog shit out of you? Would that make you feel any bigger?
You would
What
have to
about
have
you?
3 friends your size to jump on me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're a dreamer. Yeah, you're a dreamer.
Don't
Yeah.
try it, Charlie.
Huh?
Don't try it.
But that doesn't prove anything, does it?
Well, I don't know.
Does it?
I don't know. It proves
you know.
not much.
Yeah.
Not much of it. No.
Well, neither did you prove the Second World War. I mean, you may have won the war, but you didn't prove that it was right or wrong. See?
Michael
Right or wrong, history
Mendoza,
determines.
what's up,
History
buddy?
wheels it.
I agree.
Now, if I was guilty of something, and after all the pressure they put on me, and they put the medication on me, and all the doctors and drug me up and down
George
the hallway,
Carlin,
and
yeah, he
everything to
was.
kill me, I've had this whole country down on me trying to murder me for all kinds of different, everything they don't understand, what they don't know, what they can't realize, every little insecurity they got, here they come bringing it to me. Dig, and I got to carry it on my back. Do you think I would still be here if I was guilty of anything? And look me in the eye. Look me straight away in the eye. Do I look like I'm guilty about anything?
You look more guilty than anyone I ever looked at in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that mirror's going to be heavy for you to carry in it.
Charlie, what you should never do. Let me give you a little media advice to say, look at me and ask if you're guilty.
See, we're talking personality here.
But you are the guiltiest.
Yeah, we're talking personality.
Yeah.
You're going to say I'm guilty. You don't even know me.
Well, you're a convict.
You've never even walked
You're a
with me.
convict. You're a lifer. You should have been dead.
I should have
Most
been
people
dead.
say it's unfortunate
A
that you're not.
convict, and I should have been dead.
Yeah. There's 9 dead people out there.
There's a lot more than 9, son. A whole lot, and they're gonna be a lot more.
You want to make your confession now?
Confession for what? What do you want me to confess?
The others. How many more than 9? How many more than 9 are there?
Well, I think Tank got his brains blown out for lying, didn't he? A couple snitches they got found burnt to death over there in Sacramento in the trunk of that car. I think there's a whole road of people that's dead out there because they're out of balance. They're not in line.
Because they crossed Charlie Manson?
No. I don't pass out rules. I don't dispensate life and death. That's God's job.
Why not?
No, I don't suggest anything.
You say take care of business.
No, I live in the truth with mine. If somebody else comes up and lies on theirs and they're snitching to that cop and they're writing notes and they get busted and they get their throats cut, hey, what can I say? They say, you made it happen. I didn't make nothing happen, man. I can only be responsible for one human being. My own self. I'm responsible for this guy. And
I just want to say that if you get rolled up, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to snitch. That's just what happens. Everybody snitches.
Family Jam.
Well, not everybody snitches.
Everybody snitches. When you're sitting there in front of the DA and they're like, okay, you're looking at 50 years unless you give us some information. What do you want to do? Do you want to fucking rot in prison, or you want to just give us a couple names? You know?
Well, first thing you do is you fire your lawyers.
You're gonna snitch.
No, you represent yourself.
Because as soon as you go in, your wife's gonna start humping the dude that you committed the crime with that you didn't snitch on, and then you're gonna be sitting in prison, contemplating how bad you fucked up.
Probably, yeah. That's probably to a T.
That's how it goes, man. You're gonna snitch. Everybody snitches.
I guess you just want to do the best you can to not get in that situation, but
yeah, people talk tons of shit until they're sitting in front of the DA, man.
Well, yeah, I believe it. It's just like if you get pulled over, if you're standing, in your bedroom and you try to walk a straight line, it's probably a lot easier than in the middle of the night with a cop that's got a flashlight, right? Don't drink and drive, kids. What's that, Michael?
Maybe you should drink and drive. Fast. Without a seatbelt.
Well, that's like that Daryl Brooks guy. He just ran over a bunch of random people.
Sometimes you just got to let go, man.
But the funny thing about it is, well, it's not funny, but the fact that he could have made up the best lie ever and just said, hey, I blacked out. But no, he's trying to say that, the car had a recall and all this. He's so full of shit.
Total Recall.
That's a good movie.
Like the robot guy we were just watching.
Yeah. He's living in...
Hey, wouldn't it be some shit if that dude did a live stream one day and just kind of pulled the skin off of his face and found a bunch of wires?
That's like a Twilight Zone episode, dude. I don't know.
That's kind of the point that I've been making this entire time with him. The guy's a walking, talking Twilight Zone episode.
Pretty much.
Imagine how insane it is to be living that reality.
I don't want to. I just don't want to think about that.
Sixth finger, man. The sixth finger.
Yeah, 666, Mark of the Beast.
Oh, the sixth finger was a Outer Limits episode where the dude does the experiment, and the guy was getting experimented on, like his head starts growing, and like he ends up evolving hundreds of years ahead of where humanity is, and then he's got like telepathy and shit. And then at the end of the episode, they go to reverse it, and when they reverse it, they do it too far, and he goes from being this super advanced humanoid to like an ape-like, just kind of dunderhead.
Oh man, I gotta check that one out. You gotta send me the the name of that, or what season and episode, because I want to check that out.
The episode is the sixth finger. It is the Outer Limits.
The sixth finger. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's on Pluto, because they got all the, but let's go ahead and...
Hey, man, I don't mean to be rude, but I got to take a shit.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, you
Mute
have to
your
write
shit.
everybody else in the if you want to believe what Ed Saunders said in New York and wrote, never even met anybody, and he wrote on a note calling the lawyer down there. The lawyer was feeding him information out the underneath and breaking all the laws, and you'd send him the transcript so he could write a book like he knew everything and everybody. You know, he didn't know nothing.
Bugliosi?
Huh?
What do you think of Vincent Bugliosi?
Bugliosi's a machine. He's a well-programmed machine, and he made himself a big lot of money. You don't realize how much money he made. You'd be very jealous if you knew how rich that guy was.
What do you think of him in substance, though?
In substance, he's mother's perfect child.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he's done his lessons real good. He knows all the books real good. He's right down to the last little decimal. In order to talk to him, you would have to make.
Oh, speaking of the whole Michael, is there like a bunch? Is he still getting catfished, Lauren? I see. What's that channel? Blue Boy. You know, he's always releasing stuff. I want to say they're the Casey calls? You know, I'm subscribed to that channel, and I every time I see a new one, I'll watch it. Or Tubi. Yeah, that's a good one too. You know, all these free Roku apps and stuff it's amazing. You don't need cable no more. It's garbage. Until last week, what happened? Let me get there. What happened? If you don't mind me asking, let me know. I'm very curious, I guess. Very, very strange, right?
I couldn't talk to that dude because I'd have to make it so complicated.
What do you think of Sharon Tate's mom attending all of your parole hearings?
But Sharon Tate's mom has never attended my parole hearings, and she knows I didn't have anything to do with killing her husband.
Is that right? That's not right, is it, Paul?
No, she goes to Tex.
Who's the one?
Tex took responsibility for that, man. You read his book? He said he did that. He said he did it because he thought that's what I wanted him to do. I never told him to do anything. I told him do what you know is right. Like I would tell any human being, do what you know is right. Do what you feel is right inside of you.
Okay, I'll be Tex, you be Charlie, okay? I want to go kill those people that live up on that hill.
No, it wasn't like that.
What is it?
He came to town. Here's a yokel coming in Hollywood. He got a pocket full of money and a pickup truck. He got in with them fast girls and they took everything he had.
Rally round the fat day.
I look over the edge of my game and
with
I see
a pocket full of shells. Remember that?
He said, I want to join. Can I come and live up here with you people? And I said, can you come up here and live with us? He said, yeah. I said, can I have your pickup truck? And he said, yeah. So he gave me the pickup truck. So I felt responsible for him. So I let him clean the barn out. I let him do little funky jobs around, see? He's in a matriarch. I'm in a patriarch. There's a difference. I'm walking on one road, he's walking on another, and he's looking, and he's seeing what I'm doing, and he's gaining strength inside of himself. He's resurrecting his own thoughts in his mind to be into a patriarch. Mm-hmm. So he comes up to me and says, well, this guy beat me for my money, what should I do? I said, whatever you feel is right. Should I go get it back? I said, if you're big enough, go get it back. If not, sit down and forget it. He said, what would you do? I said, what is it? He said, $5,000. I said, well, it might be big enough to go get it. If you're big enough, go get it. So he went down and beat some broad for the money. The broad had beat him for his money. He just got his faith back, went back and beat the broad for her money. Then he comes to me, he runs and hides. They call me and say,
yeah, bulls on parade, right?
I go,
yeah,
Jack,
you're right.
my door, man. Go down there and face it. Oh, they'll kill me, and he ran. Left me to face his responsibilities. You dig? So I take a gun, I have to go down there, and I have to get nasty with people, dig? I have to put it in line. I have to say, look, man, I don't know nothing about no money. We'll burn that ranch down and kill everybody else. No, not mine.
So, this guy's talking so quickly, and I don't know if I saw the most recent one, or listened. You know, it's just the audio, of course. But does anybody know who the Blue Boy is? I mean, he obviously has like a personal relationship with somebody, you know, involved, right? I'm not sure. Lauren's coming after us. I don't know about that. He's not really allowed to leave the state. April and Pedro, what's up? Welcome. Glad to see you guys. Anywho, we're going to go for a little bit longer here, and then, unfortunately, I have to wrap it up soon. I just wanted to come on here and, Blue Boy is the catfish. Okay. But no, I wanted to go live and test out a few things and see how this is working. And I'm pretty happy with it, I guess. Oh my God, he's the catfish. Oh boy. No.
My friends, you won't. You dig? I said, we went through a lot of changes, so
Let
I
me
ended up
check
shooting
something.
that dude. You dig? You kill him? No. I don't know much about guns. I'm not I'm serious. I'm not, I don't know anything about. I've been in jail all my life. I don't have guns. I fight with a knife if I'm gonna fight. Okay. Then when come back around, he owed me one. If I face death for you, you dig what I'm saying? You owe me that. You dig? What happened? So then Bobby had some hassle, and I got in an altercation with somebody else over him, and then with some other bikers, and then the cops were raiding us all the time. So you got to realize I live in a very violent world. The violence has always been around. I'm in the eye of that. Been in it all my life. So I keep it off of me with motions and force fields. Dig? In other words, I don't really get involved in that because I don't lie. I pay my debts. If I have an argument with you, we'll go play some handball.
He's not too far off there, But at the end of the day, I can always say that I'm better than him. At least I can say that, right? Mike V's Nathaniel at. Man, that's the other thing. Is the whole the Nathaniel thing. I think I was watching a YouTube video about the whole, somebody from the outside of, the Lauren stuff did like a documentary on it from the outside looking in, and he basically was saying that there was like this big fallout between Nathaniel or whoever he is. See, I didn't really, when all the beginning of this started, I wasn't around. I who knows where I was. I was probably traveling from city to city at that time. But exactly, 80s girl. Yeah.
So Tex, you did one for Tex? Tex is time for you to do what? Gotta pay me back.
I gotta pay the brother back.
Okay, so what did Tex do? What happened?
So Tex went to pay the brother back. When he went to pay the brother back to get Bobby back out of jail, you dig what I'm saying? They said, we'll go get a lawyer. And they said, get a fucking lawyer for what? All the lawyers do is lie and take the money, Lawyers are not doing anything but for themselves, you dig? So they said, well, we'll make the murders keep on looking like it was keep on keeping on. You dig what I'm saying? So it jumped off into who was doing wrong. Who had the little black phone book from New York City that wasn't paying their debts over in Brother Recording Company. When Brother Recording Company from the Beach Boys was taking music that was coming out of the penitentiary and singing, in my room, I'll put no good vibrations. And then you come up on the stage and say, where's my money? And they say, oh, you don't have any money coming. I said, what you mean I don't have any money coming? You'll pay me. Give me what I got coming. Don't give me no more than what I got coming, but pay me what I got due. And they won't give me my dues. I said, okay, you don't give me my dues. I'll call New York. I'll call New York.
Mutilations? Mutilation. The incubus, the succubus.
Because I'm ice pick in New York.
What did Tex do?
What did Tex do? Tex went crazy, man. He tried to stand up and walk where I was walking. He tried to be a man in a woman's body, and it didn't work too well. And he went out of his mind.
Tape.
See?
Oh, sorry.
Whatever gay is.
Whoa,
You want to walk around or you want to sit? Let me check my questions.
Yeah.
So
to be completely honest, I just, I don't know. I just feel like I've sort of explored every possible thing. At least that was in the old dump, right? And I just feel like I'm beating a dead horse. I'll probably still do that content from time to time. I just don't want to be doing it all the time. You know, I just, you get tired of hearing it over, like Lauren says, right? Yeah, just hear you talk about it and hear it over and over and over. And does it get old? Well, not really. A lot of it can, but you know, we're just we're testing the waters here, and believe me, it'll come around. Just having some fun. And working on a second channel as well. You guys will be informed when that happens. Damn it. Really on a time crunch, you know. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end it though. I did not notice the time. Or am I? What do you think? I hope you guys had a decent time tonight. Sorry, I'm a little tired today, but you know, I'll be back. I'm gonna try to. In fact, we're gonna try to have a normal schedule, so there's no like fumbling around. Finally, and when we do that, I think it'll dial itself in. You know.
Hey, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Oh, there he is. Well, I forgot that I totally even forgot you went to the old outhouse there by the bathhouse. Michael Mendoza. It's always good to see you guys. You know, I always, if I don't stream for a while, I always say, I got to get back to the old internet. You know, Andy? So what are we doing? Are we going to go for longer, or are we going to, like, end it? It's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do? I mean, shit. I don't care. I mean, we could play some more of this. I can move on. What do you think there, Ed? Eddie Sharp?
Hey. Man. Sorry about that. I'm out of...
You okay?
Yeah, I feel like I just had a child. Oh, God.
I gotta see.
Sorry.
Whoa, dude.
Okay.
That scared me. Your screen is, like, frozen. And it's, like, your chest. Really, really strange.
Yes. Were you about to go to bed? Let's go start some fires.
Bed? Can't go to bed yet. Wait a minute. What, somebody get arrested for calling the old Pinewood? Alien? Oh, I know that. I know you're talking about 80s Girl. Isn't that woman from Florida or something, and she, like, cut up a bunch of people? She was, like, one of the only, like, female serial killers at the time, right? I don't think I've seen the movie all the way through either. Yeah, Eddie, you're wigging out. Everyone's wondering if you're okay. Well, not everybody. It's April and Pedro.
Hi, April and Pedro. Yes, I'm doing fine. I almost ran out of toilet paper, but yeah.
You gotta get
Everything
those
turned
baby
out okay.
wipes.
Word of advice: don't binge on the flaming hot Cheetos macaroni and cheese. Thank you.
You sure about that?
I'm gonna do it again, but you know, everybody's got a price and everybody's gonna pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do actually. No, I don't. I never saw any of the interview with that alien woman. Have you, Ed?
Which alien woman?
The female serial killer.
The Eileen lady?
I don't know her name.
Yeah, it's Eileen Ulick.
Eileen Ulick. Yeah, I don't think I would want any doings with an Eileen what?
Ulick.
What a weird name. I just got a new keyboard and it's
She's related to Harry Balsania.
Yeah, the Balsania. That's good stuff. You know. The Balsania brothers, right?
The Super Balsania brothers.
You lick my Eileen. Trying to look for the actual thing here. Oh my God. Would you look at that? Oh, this one looks really good. I've never seen any of these. Well, I guess I'll stick around and we'll go ahead and check it out.
I'm just
Let's see here. Perfect. Would you? Oh my God. Look at that face. Would you look at that? Ugh. 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 All right.
wondering how you're going to be, at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Are you prepared?
I'm prepared. I'm all right. I'm all right with it.
And how?
I'm all right with it, but like I said, remember, let them know that I know that the cops knew who I was after Richard Mallory died. I left prints everywhere, and they covered it up. And let me kill the rest of those guys to turn me into a serial killer.
I love you, Mickey.
I know they did. Because I was no professional serial killer or anything. Murderer, or whatever you want to call it, I wasn't professional at what I was doing.
Eileen,
Uncle Mickey.
How have you prepared yourself for tomorrow morning?
I'm all right with it. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Hey, I was tortured at BCI. They had the intercom on in the room, and they kept lying that it wasn't on, and they were using sonic pressure on my head since 1997. And every time I was trying to write something, I think they had some kind of eye in the cell, I'm not sure, but every time I started writing something, it went up higher. So I'm thinking that.
What is sonic pressure since the 90s?
It's like a sonic boom. Guile in Street Fighter does that one.
Wow.
It's where your head explodes, I think.
Oh, wow.
That probably had the TV rigged. The TV or the mirror, something was rigged. They got a huge satellite on the compound. After they put the huge satellite on the compound, it could have been either rigged to the TV set or the mirror or something, because the electrician, when he put the mirror on the wall, he said, doesn't that look like a computer? The back of it, and he stuck it to the wall.
And do you think, did that affect your mind, do you think?
Huh?
Did that affect your mind in some way, the sonic?
It was crushing my head, and they were using sonic pressure continually. Then when I had 3 meetings with Miss Villacorta on it, every meeting I had, she increased the pressure of the volume of the comm, increased the harassment on the floor.
Of the what?
Increased the trays being inedible.
Call.
Just increased every bit of my complaints and trashed all grievances. They're trying to make it look like I was crazy at all times, rig up the room with torture. If I said anything about I think their whole plan was to try to make it look like I was totally crazy. And so nobody would believe anything I had to say about anything. And then drive me there if they could.
Hey man, isn't it?
I was really struggling.
These people all have the same kind of story where it's like they're trying to make me crazy, or they're trying to prove that I'm crazy, and they're using these conveniently, insanely technologically advanced weapons on me. Just me. And me alone.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If those weapons existed, they would be using them on a mass scale.
You would, yeah. I mean, you would think there's something like that with all the.
They're not just gonna handpick somebody who. I mean, based on the movie, she lived in like a trailer park, right? They're not gonna pick a random trailer park person and be like, okay, let's focus all this money and effort and the money that we invested in this on a trailer park person. Not that there's anything wrong with a trailer park person, but let's make her into a serial killer. Doesn't make any sense.
No.
If they wanted those people dead, they could have just killed them. Why go through all the
Exactly.
trouble of using whatever sonic boom bullshit?
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I've never seen this before. I mean, I've seen pictures, but I've never watched any interviews. I didn't know she was like this far out there, you know? It's really bizarre. Really bizarre, man. Well,
My screen's not frozen. I'm just standing really still.
yeah. Schizophrenia. Oh, shit. I haven't really looked at the chat.
Survive. Had a lot of trays that were
Probably.
attempted murder and everything. I had to wash all my food off. And then one day I didn't wash my food off and I was sick for 3 weeks, almost died.
But you're okay now.
I'm okay. I'm okay. God is going to be there. Jesus Christ is going to be there. All the angels and everything.
Mhm.
And whatever's on the beyond. I
Did she
think
get
it's going
put
to be
to
more like
death?
Star Trek, beaming me up into a space vehicle, man. Then I move on, recolonize to another planet or whatever. But it's whatever's the beyond. I know it's going to be good because I didn't do anything as wrong as they said. I did the right thing.
Right.
And I saved a lot of people's butts from getting hurt and raped and killed too.
Right.
So are you saying that you killed in self-defense or in cold blood? What do you? Because you've changed your story. I'm just trying to.
What are you talking about? Change story on what?
No, about whether it was self-defense or not.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to get into depth about my cases, Nick. I'm on my way to the chamber. Nothing stopping it.
Nick.
You can believe it or you don't have to believe it.
On a first
That's
name
up to you, man.
basis.
Put a big question mark on your film.
What more is there to say about the cops? What more do you want to say about the cops?
A lot of stuff. Did you know that they were surveilling me before I killed? And then I knew it? And that it was covered up? Did you know there was helicopters dropping down from the sky? Deputy sheriff with decoys picking me up?
Of
4 or
who?
5
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent. Oh, shit. Oh, good old Ted. That guy's got some weird, he's a strange character, you know? Usually people in rock and roll, they don't get all political. That's a good way to lose, 50% of your audience. Something. Jeez. Who would... So she was that's right. She was a prostitute. And so any man that was picking her up, she was murdering the men. And yeah, exactly. Who would pay? I don't know.
See, this is why I'm against makeup.
Yeah. Really? I don't think makeup would help. Sorry, not with her. No way.
Brother, makeup when applied properly can make a fucking hairy trucker with a beard look like a beautiful woman.
No. I don't know about that. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's a Dahmer interview, too. I always forgot about those.
months before my arrest? It was covered up?
But nonetheless,
Nobody ever asked me these
whether the
questions.
cops were following you or not, Eileen.
Oh, whether the cops were following me or not, Eileen,
okay,
what?
let's say the cops were following you.
Yeah.
Let's say they were following you
Uh-huh.
and they did everything that you're saying they did.
Uh-huh.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
you killed 7 men.
Yeah, sure
And I'm
did.
asking you, what got you to kill the 7
And I'm
men?
telling you because the cops let me keep killing them, Nick. Don't
but
you
not,
get it?
Not everybody is killing 7
Ah.
people. So there must have been something in you that was getting you to
Oh,
do
you
that.
are lost, Nick.
So
I was a
explain-
hitchhiking hooker.
Right.
Running into trouble. I'd shoot the guy if I ran into trouble. Physical trouble.
Shot him with
The
a
cops
bow and
knew it.
arrow.
When the physical trouble came along, let her clean the streets. And then
Wow.
we'll pull her in.
But how
That's
come
why.
there was so much physical trouble in because it was all in 1 year? 7 people in 1
Oh,
year.
well. Oh, well.
But why not say now?
Because I'm out of retaliation for taking my life like this and getting rich off it all these years in total pathological lying. Yeah, thanks a lot. I lost my fucking life because of it. Couldn't even get a fair trial. Couldn't even get a fair investigation or nothing. Couldn't even have my appeals.
You sons of bitches, you took me, you made me mentally ill as a schizophrenic woman, and then my face looked like that.
Right. You sabotaged my ass, society, and the cops, and the system. A raped woman got executed. It was used for books and movies and shit. Ladder climbs, the election, everything else.
All right.
I got a big finger in all your faces. Thanks a lot. You're inhuman. You're an inhumane bunch of fucking living bastards and bitches, and you're gonna get your asses nuked in the end. And pretty soon it's coming.
Jeez.
2019, a rock's supposed to hit you anyhow. You're all gonna get nuked.
Here comes the rapture.
You don't
right?
take fucking human life like this and just sabotage and rip it apart like Jesus on the cross and say thanks a lot for all the fucking money I made off of you. And not care about a human being and the truth being told. Now I know what Jesus was going through. They've been trying to tell the truth, and I keep getting it stepped on. Concerned about if I was raped, I'm not giving you book and movie info. I'm giving you info for investigations and stuff, and that's it. We're gonna have to cut this interview, Nick.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to go into any more detail. I'm leaving. I'm glad. Thanks a lot, society, for railroading my ass.
Wowzers. Whoa.
It was really pretty.
That was very interesting. I really enjoyed that. Not really. I mean, you know, the story. I don't know about her though. What can you do?
It's amusing.
Back to your chest. It is amusing. You know, people are strange. All right, we're going to do one more. And, you know, I don't know if we're not going to do Inside Edition. I'll tell you that. I'll get killed. Dahmer's last interview.
Is that the one from the movie or the TV show where he's all
No.
like he's a superstar?
I got something way better. If you guys want to check it out. How about the old BTK confession, huh? You remember him?
Yo, that guy's from Illinois too, right?
No, he was from Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember. Anybody remember that movie with Rob Lowe?
Which movie?
The BTK killer. He's like, I'm untouchable, bitch.
No, I've never seen the movie.
It was on Lifetime.
Oh, yeah, it
was actually pretty good.
But this guy, the thing that's actually, the people that fascinate me more are the people that live completely normal lives. Those are the people that, oh, Kansas, excuse me. Yeah, you're right, Spooky Foot Lettuce. How you doing, by the way? I don't know if I said hello or not. I don't think I did. You know. Kempers. No, I can't say that I have, Custard. I have not. And I can't even say we're going to watch this all the way through. Maybe we'll jump around, you know, but we'll... What's up with this soft white underbelly channel? I don't know. I guess it's artistic. I really don't know. Let's give this. Let's go.
All right, Mr. Rader, I need to find out more information. On that particular day, the 15th day of January, 1974, can you tell me where you went to kill Mr. Joseph Otero?
I think it's 1834. Edgemore.
All right. Can you tell me approximately what time of day you went there?
Somewhere between 7 and 7:30.
This particular location, did you know these people?
No, that's no, that was part of my, I guess my what's called fantasy. These people were selected.
All right, so you were engaged in some kind of fantasy during this period of time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, when you use the term fantasy, is this something you were doing for your personal pleasure?
Sexual fantasy, sir.
Pleasure.
So you went to this residence, and what occurred then?
Well, I had did some thinking on what I was going to do to either Mrs. Otero or Josephine, and basically broke into the house, or didn't break into the house, but when they came out of the house, I came in and confronted the family, and then we went from there.
All right, had you planned this beforehand?
To some degree, yes. After I got in the house, I lost control of it, but it was, you know, in the back of my mind, I had some ideas what I was going to do, but I basically panicked that first day, so.
Beforehand, did you know who was there in the house?
I thought Mrs. Otero and the two kids, the two younger kids were in the house. I didn't realize Mr. Otero was going to be there.
All right, how did you get into the house?
I came to the back door, tapped the phone lines, waited at the back door, had reservations about even going or just walking away, but pretty soon the door opened and I was in.
All right, so.
He was in. I know if it sounds like a little sped up, it's because I do that just to cover my tracks. Yeah, the soft white, I don't know. I just couldn't see myself doing a channel like that. I don't know. You know, he's got to be paying these people, right? I mean, I certainly would want some coin if, I mean, he gets into some really personal stuff, you know? So. Yeah. This guy's a nutcase here.
Door open.
Absolutely insane.
I think one of the kids, I think the junior, or not junior, yes, the young girl, Joseph, opened the door. He probably let the dog out because the dog was in the house at that time.
All right, when you went into the house, what happened then?
Well, I confronted the family, pulled a pistol, confronted Mr. Otero, and asked him to, you know, that I was there to basically, I was wanted.
This is really hard to, I mean, this is crazy.
Get in the car, I was hungry food, I was wanted, and asked him to lie down in the living room.
He's proud of it.
At that time, I realized that wouldn't be a really good idea. So I finally, the dog was a real problem, so I asked Mr. Otero if he could get the dog out. So he had one of the kids put it out. And then I took him back to the bedroom.
You took who back to the bedroom?
The family, the bedroom, the 4 members.
All right, what happened then?
At that time, I tied him up.
While still holding him at gunpoint?
Well, in between tying and yes. Yeah.
All right, after you tied him up, what occurred?
That's right, Custard. I forgot.
About, being tied up, and I re-loosened the bonds a couple
She
of times.
was like,
Mr. Otero was comfortable as I could. Currently had a cracked rib from a car accident, so I had him put a pillow down for his head.
Pillow down. Shut up. But, yeah, she was like, I don't know if she was, obviously she was abused. That reminds me of that guy that kidnapped that kid back in 1981. Otis Toole is his name. He, you know, the guy's kid from that show. I'm sorry, I'm brain dead tonight. I'm having trouble coming up with his name. I know his son's name was Adam, right? I can't think of it. Adam Walsh. That was his name. It was like in, what was it, Hollywood, Florida or something? They went to the mall and, but the weird thing about that story is we don't actually know if it was Mr. Toole. That's an awesome name. But we don't know that because they never had 100% proof. And the thing that's really strange is Jeffrey Dahmer was actually, you know, living in around that area. I mean, what are the freaking odds of that? Think about that for 1 second. And there's a girl, a lady on YouTube that does a decent little documentary on that story that I watched. Very, very interesting. Yeah, he was teamed up with that other dude. I don't remember his name. But this is the weird thing. People claim that they saw Dahmer there that day. But what can you believe? You know? I don't know.
Had he put I think he Parker or a coat underneath him. They talked to me about, giving the car and whatever money. I guess they didn't have very much money. And there I realized that, I was already didn't have a mask on or anything. They already could ID me, and made a decision to go ahead and put him down, I guess, or strangle him.
All right, what did you do to Joseph Otero? Sr.?
Joseph Otero?
Yeah,
Okay.
Joseph Otero Sr., Mr. Otero, the father.
I put a plastic bag over his head and then some cords and tightened it.
This was in the bedroom?
Yes, sir.
Did he, in fact, suffocate and die as a result of this?
Not right away. No, sir, he didn't.
What happened?
Well, after that, I did Mrs. Otero. I had never strangled anyone before, so I really don't know how much pressure you had to put on a person or how long it would take. But
was she also tied up there in the
yes,
bedroom?
yeah, both her hands and their feet were tied up. She was on the bed.
Where were the children?
Josephine was on the bed, and Junior was on the floor this time.
So we're talking first of all about Joseph Otero. So you put the bag over his head and tied it, and he did not die right away. Can you tell me what happened in regards to Joseph?
He moved over real quick, and I think tore a hole in the bag, and I could tell that he was having some problems there.
Yeah, that was his name.
The whole family
Henry.
they went panicked on me, so I
Henry Lucas.
You worked pretty quick.
Well, I mean, I strangled Mrs. Otero, and then she went out, or passed out. I thought she was dead. She passed out. Then I strangled Josephine. She passed out, or I thought she was dead. And then I went over and put a bag on Junior's head, and then.
No, 80s girl. What's that about?
Mrs. Otero came back. She came back and.
Sir, let me ask you about Joseph Otero Sr. You indicated he had torn a hole in the bag. And what did you do with him then?
I put another bag over it, or either that, or I recollect. I think I put either a cloth or a T-shirt or something over his head, and then another bag.
Did he subsequently die?
Well, yes. I didn't just stay there and watch him. Then I was moving around the room. But.
All right. So you indicated you strangled Mrs. Otero after you had done this. Is that correct?
Now I went back and strangled her again, and that finally killed her at that time.
So this is in regards to count 2. You had, first of all, put the bag over Joseph Otero's head, and he tore a hole in the bag. Then
There's a lot of people that do that. Write people letters.
First of all, Mr. Otero was strangled, or a bag put over his head and strangled. Then I thought he was going.
This is hard, man.
And I went over and strangled Mrs. Otero. I thought she was down. Then I strangled Josephine while she was down. And then I went over to Junior and put the bag on his head. After that, Mrs. Otero woke back up, and she was pretty upset.
No.
So I came back. And
Allison, it's you guys got ideas. It's cool.
With your hands or what?
No, with a cord, with a rope.
No worries.
And, then I think at that point in time I redid Mr. Otero, put the bag over his head, went over and then took Junior. Before that, she asked me to save her son, so I actually had taken the bag off, and then I was really upset at that point in time. So basically, when Mr. Otero was down, Mrs. Otero was down, I went ahead and took Junior, put another bag over his head, and took him to the other bedroom. At that time.
What did you do then?
Put a bag over his head, put a cloth over his head, a T-shirt and a bag so he couldn't tear a hole in it, and he subsequently died from that. And then when I went back, Josephine had woke back up.
What did you do then?
And I took her to the basement and eventually hung her.
All right, you hung her in the basement?
Yes, sir.
Did you do anything else at that time?
Yes, I had some sexual fantasies, but that was after she was hung.
All right. What did you do then?
I went through the house, kind of cleaned it up. It's called the right-hand rule. You go from room to room. Picked everything up. I think I took Mr. Otero's watch. I guess I took radio. I forgot about that. Radio.
Why did you take these things?
I don't know. I have no idea. Just
what happened then?
There we go.
I got the keys to the car. In fact, I had the keys I think earlier before that because I wanted to make sure I had a way of getting out of the house and clean the house up a little bit, make sure everything's packed up, and left through the front door. And went over to their car, and then drove over to Dylan's, left the car there, and eventually walked back to my car.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just.
What you have just said, I take it that the facts you told me applied to both counts all of counts 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Rader.
Yes. One thing needs to be correct on that record, and that is originally I believe he indicated 1834 Edgemore. The address was actually 803 Edgemore.
All right, I'd ask him for the 32nd count. He's indicating what had happened. I don't believe the exact address is important.
Wow. Let's fast forward here.
I didn't have control on it. She was bleeding. She went down. I think I just went back to check on Kevin, or at that basically same time I heard him escape. It could be one of the two. But all of a sudden the front door of the house was open and he was gone. And I'll tell you what I thought. I thought the police were coming at that time. I heard the door open. I thought, no, that's it. And I stepped out there.
This guy just goes on and on.
So I quickly cleaned up everything that I could and left.
All right, no. Mr. Rader, you indicated that at the Oteros you did not have a mask on. Did you have a mask on at the Brights?
No, I didn't.
All right, so what happened then?
I already had the keys to the cars. And I thought I had the right key to the right car. I ran out to their car. I think it was a pickup out there. And I tried it, didn't work. And at that point in time, he was gone running down the street. I thought, yeah, I'm in trouble.
That,
so it didn't work, so I just took off, ran, went east, and then worked back toward the WSU campus where my car was parked.
God, that show is whacked out.
How far away were
Ducked in plain sight.
I parked.
Bunch of idiots.
And they're, let's see, they were on 13th. Was it 17th? Yeah. I was just about 1 block south of 17th where the car was. There's a park there. I parked at that park, and then I walked to 13th to the Brights residence. So I basically ran back.
All right, so you were able to get to your car and get away.
Yes, sir.
Now let's turn to count number 6. In that count, they claim on March 17th, 1977, in Sedgwick County, Kansas, that you unlawfully killed Shirley Vian, maliciously, willfully, deliberately, and with premeditation by strangulation, inflicting injuries from which she did die on March 17th, 1977. Can you tell me what you did on that day?
As before, Vian was actually on that one, she was completely random. There was actually someone across from Dylan's was a potential target.
Not paying attention.
I had project numbers assigned to it. And that particular day, I drove to Dylan's parking lot.
They may as well have given the children over.
It's probably the police report, the address. I don't remember the address now. Knocked, nobody answered it. So I was all keyed up, so I just started going through the neighborhood. I've been to the neighborhood before. I kind of knew a little bit of the layout of the neighborhood. I've been through the back alleys, knew where some certain people live. While I was walking down Hydraulic, I met a young boy and asked him if he ID some pictures. Kind of as a Russ, I guess, or Roos, as you call it, and kind of feel it out. And saw where he went, and I went to another address and knocked on the door. Nobody opened the door, so I just noticed where he went and went to that house, and we went from there.
Now, you call these projects, were these sexual fantasies also?
Projects.
Yeah, in my world, that's what I call them.
All right.
So you projects, hits.
All right, and why did you have these potential hits? Was this to gratify some sexual interest?
Yes, sir. I had a lot of them, so it's just, when one didn't work out, I just moved to another one.
All right. So, as I'm to understand it, then on the 17th of March, 1977, you saw this little boy go into a residence, and you tried another residence, no one was there. You tried another residence, no one was there, so you went to the residence with the little boy.
And I watched where he went.
Sir.
After I tried this one residence, when he came to the door, I went to this house where he went in, knocked on the door, and told him I was a private detective. Showed him a picture that I had just showed the boy, and asked him if they could ID the picture. And at that time, I had the gun here, and I just kind of forced myself in. I just walked in, just opened the door, walked in, and then pulled the pistol.
What gun? What pistol?
Have a good night, Renegade.
So you only had one
Good
gun?
to see you.
Yes, sir.
What happened then?
In the chat.
I told Miss Vian that I had a problem with sexual fantasies, that I was going to tie her up, and that I might have to tie the kids up, and that she would cooperate with me at that time. We went back. She was extremely nervous. I think she even smoked a cigarette. And we went back to one of the back areas of the porch, explained to her that I'd done this before. And I think at that point in time, I think she was sick because she had a night robe on. And I think I remember right, she had been sick. And I think she came out of the bedroom when I went in the house. So anyway, we went back to her bedroom, and I proceeded to tie the kids up, and they started crying and got real upset. So I said, no, this is not going to work. So we moved them to the bathroom. She helped me, and then I tied the door shut. We put some toys and blankets and odds and ends in there for the kids, make them as comfortable as we could.
Oh,
tied the bathroom door shut,
you
so
know,
open it, and we shoved.
If I was really a serious true crimer right now, that's all I would be talking about is, the 2 girls that were murdered, right? I think that was in Indiana. And they finally arrested a man that did it. Where are you from, Custard? You ain't from America? You hear how quiet that is? That's like, it's basically how quiet it is if you ever go to like a dispensary in the state of Illinois. You walk into a door and it's just like, and it's literally this quiet. Listen to this. That quiet. I really don't understand it either. It's not like that when you go in a liquor store. It's they got, rock music blasting, and they don't have to look at everybody's IDs. It's really frustrating, and then they wonder, I wonder why, most people are still, getting it from friends. Well, you're on the right track. But anyway. Yeah, that's a crazy story about the 2 young girls, though. I mean, wow. Wow.
She went back and helped me shove the bed up
It's
against
too bad.
the bathroom door. And then I proceeded to tie her up. She got sick, threw up. got her a glass of water, comforted her a little bit, and then went ahead and tied her up, and then put a bag over her head and strangled her.
All right. Was this a plastic bag also?
Yes, sir. I think it was, but I could be wrong on that.
You put a
But
bag
it was something. I'm sure it was a plastic bag. Yeah.
You say you put a bag over her head and strangled her. What did you strangle her with?
I think on that I had tied her legs to the bedpost and worked up with the rope all the way up, and then what I had left over I looped over her neck.
All right, so you used this rope to strangle her.
Yes, I think it's the same one that I tied her body with.
What happened then?
Well, the kids were really banging on the door, hollering, screaming, and then the telephone rang, and they had talked about earlier that the neighbors were going to check on them, so I cleaned everything up real quick, and got out of there, left, and went back into my car.
Now, when you say you cleaned everything,
well, I mean, put my stuff. I had a briefcase, whatever I had laying around, the ropes, tape, cords. I threw that in there. Whatever that I had that I brought in the house.
Had you brought that to the bride residence also?
Now there was some. I think there was some basic stuff, but I don't remember bringing total stuff like I did to some of the others.
Was this a kit that you had prepared?
Yeah. Yes, I called it my kit.
All right, sir. You left the Vian residence, and had you parked your vehicle near there?
And still in the same parking lot there at Dillon's, at Hydraulic and what is that? Harry? Lincoln and Hydraulic.
All right, in count 7, it is claimed that on the 8th day of December, 1977, in Sedgwick County, Kansas, that you unlawfully killed a human being, that being Nancy Fox, maliciously, willfully, deliberately, and with
you're from Ireland. Nice.
Inflicting injuries from which the said Nancy Fox did die on December 8th,
Never been there.
Can you tell me what you did on that day here in Sedgwick County?
Nancy Fox was another one of the projects. When I was
I got a buddy that used to go there all the time.
Go in the house one night. Sometimes I would, anyway, I put her down as a potential victim.
Let me ask you one thing, Mr. Rader. You used that term when you were patrolling the area. What do you mean by that?
It's called stalking.
Projects.
So you were not working in any form or fashion?
Well, I don't know. If you read much about serial killers, they go through what they call the different phases. That's one of the phases they go through as a trolling stage. Basically, you're looking for a victim at that time. And you can be trolling for months or years. But once you lock in on a certain person, then you become stalking. And that might be several of them, but you really hone in on that person. They basically become that's the victim. Or that's what you want to do.
Trolling team, not the trolling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no shit.
I wasn't working.
No.
No, this was all.
You really gotta. It takes a lot to get me on an airplane.
Identified Nancy Fox as one of your projects. What happened then?
So damn expensive
at first,
now.
She was spotted, and then I did a little homework. I dropped by once to check the mailbox to see what her name was. Found out where she worked. Stopped by there once at Hillsburg. Kind of sized her up. The more I knew about a person, the more I felt comfortable with it. So I did that a couple of times. And then I just selected a night, which was this particular night, to try it, and it worked out.
Can you tell me what you did on the night of December 8th, 1977?
Now, about 2 or 3 blocks away, I parked my car and walked to that residence. I knocked at the door first to make sure, see if anybody was in there, because I knew she arrived home at a particular time from where she worked. Nobody answered the door, so I went around to the back of the house, cut the phone lines. I could tell that there wasn't anybody in the north apartment. Broke in and waited for her to come home in the kitchen.
All right. Did she come home?
Yes, she did.
What happened?
I confronted her, told her there I was had a problem, sexual problem, that I would have to tie her up and have sex with her.
And wow.
She was a little upset.
By the way, Ed wanted to say he had to step away. He had a meeting he had to do. I'm not sure with who, but yeah, he had to step away. He's still, he's still ready to go. He just, he's got to come up.
For a while, she smoked a cigarette. While we smoked a cigarette, I went through her purse, identifying some stuff. And she finally said, well, let's get this over with so I go call the police. And I said, okay. And she said, can I go to the bathroom? And I said, yes.
Wow.
She went to the bathroom, and I told her when she came out to make sure that she was undressed. And when she came out, I handcuffed her. And I don't really remember whether... Sir?
You handcuffed her? You had a pair of handcuffs?
Yes, sir.
Oh, jeez. Judge.
What happened then?
Well, anyway, I handcuffed her, had her lay on the bed, and then I tied her feet. And then I was also undressed to a certain degree. And then I got on top of her, and I reached over, took either feet were tied or not tied. Anyway, I think I had a belt. I took the belt and then strangled her with the belt at that time.
Hey, Amy, what's up? How you doing?
Strangled her. What happened then?
Okay. After I strangled her with the belt, I took the belt off and retied
Hope all is well.
real tight. Removed the handcuffs and tied those with pantyhose. Can't remember the colors right now. I think I maybe retied her feet. What they had, they were probably already tied her feet were. And at that time,
you got that right.
All right. Had you had
1 second.
No, I told her I was, but I did not.
So you masturbated. Then what did you do?
Dressed and then went to the house and took some of her personal items and kind of cleaned the house up with her and checked everything, and then left.
All right. He established it was in Sedgwick County. I don't remember exactly. For purposes of this, it's in Sedgwick County. Do you remember the address, Mr. Rader?
Oh, Fox. 913 or 903. No, I sure don't. I know it's on Persian. South Persian, that's all. I don't.
You're in
It was
Wichita?
9 something, sir, but I don't know the other digits. And, yeah.
The address, as I said, is really not important as long as you remember it happened here in Wichita, Suffolk County.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, let's turn to count 8. In count 8, it is claimed that on or about the 27th day of April 1985 to the 28th day of April 1985 in Sedgwick County, Kansas, it is claimed that you unlawfully killed a human being, Maureen Hedge, maliciously, willfully, deliberately, and with premeditation by strangulation, inflicting injuries from which Maureen Hedge did die on April 27th, 1985. Can you tell me what occurred on that day?
Well, actually, kind of like the others, she was chosen. I went through the different phases, stalking phase, and since she lived down the street from me, I could watch the coming and going quite easily. On that particular date, I had another commitment. I came back from that commitment, parked my car over at Woodlawn and 21st Street, at bowling alley there at that time. Before that, I dressed until I had some other clothes on. I changed clothes. I went to the bowling alley, went in there.
Oh, man.
Called a taxi. Had a taxi take me out to Park City. I had my kit with me. There's a bowling bag.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to step away for a second
All
myself.
right, you had the taxi take you to Park City. What happened then?
There I asked...
Anywho, what's going on? This story is insane. Oh, boy. Well, you know, it's just coming to a point here. This is so disturbing, I don't think I can finish this in one sitting. And it is getting late. I want to keep going, but it's probably in my best interest to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. Got to get my rest, you know? Been burning the candle at both ends lately. So, I tell you what. For next stream, we're going to go ahead and do more of this, but we're going to have other stuff too. And like I said, we're going to have a more of a schedule going on. It'll be easier for you guys, right? Amy, I know you just showed up. I'm sorry, but hey, at least you know that, well, there'll be plenty more to come. And I was just saying, we're going to have a schedule that we're going to keep. That way there you guys know. Yeah, I had a great time, 80s Girl. I really did. I'm a little tired. I'm not necessarily on my A game tonight. A little slow in the head. I mean, I'm always slow in the head, right? But just a little more than usual. And thank you, 80s Girl. Definitely was fun. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Been streaming now for 2 hours and 22 minutes and 22 seconds. That was perfect timing. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. You guys have a great night. I think what I'll do is post a comment. I always forget you can do that on YouTube. I'm going to post a comment. And I'll let you guys know in advance when I stream again, so you guys know. And don't get me wrong, I know they got the reminder, people always say that, but then it's like, if I do that and I don't stream, and then it's like, what the hell? The band is going good. Not bad. Doing as much as we can for practicing once a week, but yeah, Custard, hey. Thank you. Andy. All right, that's it. Wrapping it up. See you guys very soon. April and Prejo. All right, over and out.